The Voice of Women organisation of Afghanistan was established during the reign of the Taliban to fight for the rights of women. Its director is Suraya Pakzad.
You know, has the security getting worse day by day, and of course it has affected my personal life as well. I usually receive death threats, but I try to ignore them and telling them that just they are going to mentally disturb me. But some of them are really serious, and I cannot ignore them. The very basic, simple mechanism that I have for my protection is just to keep my schedule with myself and do not share with anyone. I asked the driver, even this driver that we are going with him now, he didn't know that today we are going to this area. It's not safe. You can see the time that start getting out from the city up to now, you haven't seen any police and no police station. Afghanistan ratified and signed a number of international conventions, including CRC, Child Rights Convention. And Afghanistan is obliged to take care of the children and protect their rights. But unfortunately, because of worse security in the country, the huge amount of attention of the government is going to security issue, and children and women are always, not at the priority.
Today, Suraya is visiting the family of Shafira, a girl who was sold by her parents into an arranged marriage at the age of 9. Voice of Women have been negotiating Shafira's divorce. Shafira isn't here today because she can't legally return home until her divorce is finalised. Selling off girls to pay debts or resolve family disputes has been a cultural practice in Afghanistan for hundreds of years and continues despite laws that now prohibit it.
She pushed to be married by her family when she was just 9 years old because of a severe cold winter in 2008. She behaved like a child. They expected her to behave like an adult, like a woman. And she did lots of mistakes every day because she was not capable to do the big things that they're supposed to do. One day she managed to run away. She went to her father's home and then tell her mother that I cannot stay to that home. The mother was not able to protect her because officially she was wife of someone. Then the mother brought her to us.
Shafira has been living in one of the Voice of Women's refuges while her divorce is being arranged.
She's going to join her family as well as she will be able to go to school and to be a kid again, not to be a wife of someone. According to the law, violence against women is a crime today. But in the area where government doesn't have a control over there, those people are not only do not charged with any murder crime, they are the leader of the community. One of the person who is stoning to death a 7 months pregnant woman in Badghis last year, that man is today a high authority in Badghis. No one charged him in any murder issue. He's a big guy today. In this month, 10 women killed in honor killing, and some of them killed by their brothers, by their husband, by their father, by their very close family member.
To escape violence, some women are so desperate that they commit suicide by setting themselves on fire. If the women survive, they're often left with horrific injuries. In 2004, nearly 400 women in the Herat province alone committed suicide in this way. Voice of Women started an awareness campaign with meetings in hospitals and other public places to educate women about other options that are available. The campaign was very successful. The number of cases had dropped to just 75 in 2009, but Soraya fears that without ongoing campaigns, that number will increase again.
Herat province is lucky to have family court, children court and juvenile justice center. We have a corner in the court, in the family court of Herat, where 3 legal advisors of our organization are sitting there and they're providing free of charges services. In the rural area, their issues are solving through informal justice system, and that informal justice system is not in favor of women. So they cannot, get benefit from that. They become disappointed from the system, then they kill themselves.
Where there are no formal legal structures, Soraya meets with powerful community leaders to encourage them to consider women's rights.
We have an awareness program, meeting with the district governor, with the head of police, with the head of hospital, with the head of community, religious leaders, to thinking about women's rights as human rights.
The organisation runs 2 safe houses for women, the only ones in Western Afghanistan. The shelters provide safe refuge, medicine, food, family counselling, legal advice and a range of other services.
They are run away from domestic violence, forced marriages, all child marriages. You can see that is not the age of marriage, but they did already. And when they come here, they are asking for support. And all of them, look at this young girls, and if you see that all of them are at the age that they need to go to school. They should be in a school. They should be in their childhood life, not acting like a woman. In 2010, we went through a very difficult situation. For 3 months, we didn't have a single dollar to spend for the shelter. You cannot tell the woman to go home and then you will kill by your husband or whatever happened. You have to keep them and you have to serve them, you have to provide them support. If there is a commitment that at least for 10 years, we are paying all of our attention for the services, then struggling for finding donor, writing proposal, and have stress management, what is going to happen tomorrow.
Voice of Women arranges divorces such as Shafira's by bringing all the parties together. In her case, it took 2 years of negotiations because it was difficult to get her husband to take part. Under the new Violence Against Women law, which prohibits child marriage, he could have been considered a criminal.
And then we thought there is another reason, culturally and traditionally, there is another reason to pay some things for that man, the money that they bought that girls at that time.
After paying the money required to free her, Shafira finally receives her divorce.
She want to thank everybody for supporting her case. She said otherwise if you were not behind me, I wasn't able to get this paper today. Still, I had to stay on that abusive life. Eliminating violence against women, you need to go to the root cause, which is the poverty. See why a father has to marry off his daughter at the age of 10. I really appreciated the international community support, but I have to tell them that women and children are deserved to live in peace and stability, and that peace and stability cannot happen only by the people of Afghanistan. We need their continued support, and I hope one day we should be among the helping hand, and women of Afghanistan be the supporter for the other part of the world where women have similar situation like today of women of Afghanistan.